think about it. We optimize everything. Yeah, we optimize everything on the car first. The last thing we do is the human-machine interface. And that's because we're engineers. And as engineers, everything is black and white. It's right or wrong. And we can assign numbers to it. But when it comes to the human-machine interface, whether that's a tool on an assembly line, a rifle, a pistol in an officer's hand, or a steering wheel, if you want to get a good mold, you really need to use remoldable material. Now here I'm shuffle steering. Aaron Senna shuffle steered, and I put grooves on the inside bottom here for shuffle steering. But the home positions are where your hands rest when you're on the track or normally driving. Now I've got secondary home position at 10 and 2. Now see, I'm not going to run this, I'm actually going to stop. And then I'm going to go. A little bit of wheel spin there. We got a beautiful sunset here tonight. I love it. But anyway, left foot brake in here. Keep the motor alive till we get some temperature in the oil. But turns out Michael Schumacher was the one who brought left foot braking to Formula One. And yes, I did his steering wheel. So we got water temp showing 176 on the air-fuel ratio. And we're showing 195 here. So the thermostat's about to open. Not going to hit the fan yet. I'm going to watch it drop when the thermostat opens. And got a little over half a tank. So it's actually not too bad in idle, but it's kind of high here. Here we go. That's not bad. Oh man, this thing's running good. I recently redid this steering wheel, and I like it. It's doing pretty good. So, curious thing about these glasses, they appear to be clear. Well, what they do on dusk to dawn, they actually make it seem like daylight when it's out. It's a pretty amazing system. They're used by the military, aircraft pilots, and aerobatic stunt pilots use them. They're extremely light, so under high G loads, they won't go flying around the cockpit. And the temples are flexible, and the flexible temples mean that they can fit inside your helmet quite nicely. But I love this new design here. I've had this wheel on the car for probably 20 years. Actually more than 20, more like a quarter century. And I've played with it countless times, because with Persona Grip, unlike what some of the other people are trying with expanded foams or two-part resins, you can reheat and remold it. So basically you can fine-tune it. And when you start adding radical contours to the human-machine interface, you absolutely need to heat it up and fix it, because you're going to discover things about how your hands operate at the human-machine interface once they're put in operation. And so expanded foam or two-part resins, you can't make them this radical. And of course, to get the maximum benefit in terms of feedback, you need to be radical. But in terms of fatigue, a pretty big wing above and below the hand can work amazingly. But for feedback, you want to be tight. But anyway, yeah, what I'm saying is when you get radical like this, you got to have it fine-tunable. And again, this one's been remolded countless times, so it's pretty much perfect. However, I've recently been working on the face of the wheel. These bottom flaps here, I call them Fernando flaps, because he gave me a lot of his time at Indy 5 or 6 years ago to develop them with excellent feedback. So this one here is flat, which allows the hand to exit to the shifter, whereas this one here has a little bit more in the palm heel, this being the palm heel area. got fuel. I think I need more accelerator pump, actually. What a beautiful sunset. Wow. This is why Southern California is crowded. Believe me, it's not the government. That was basically a little bit of oversteer. You notice the hands are pretty much neutral. So what I was using is slip angle on the rear to bring the back end around. We're in fourth gear here. Let's make a left here on Dover. Actually sweet. I got Pro Ackerman now, so on a turn like that, it's really responsive. In fact, to show you here, there's nobody behind me. That's a lane change. Granted, we were turning right, but I'll show you here in a second how quick the steering is. I did quicken it, so it really responds. And that Pro Ackerman is when the inside wheel turns slightly faster than true Ackerman would. Ackerman meaning it's a design where all the tires turn about the same circle. So let's see if we can do it again here. We'll use some IndyCar brakes here. Okay. Love this area, man. There you go, cutting right in front of me. Wow. Generally speaking, with a dog box, you want to put the clutch, actually any transmission, put the clutch in maybe 2 or 3 seconds before you put it in gear. So there we go, clutch is in, last car is going through a light, now it goes quietly into gear. Like it had synchros, right? Yeah, that lean pop could be a synchronization issue. I got to actually measure air velocity through the stacks and make sure they're all sucking the same amount. Actually, you want to know something? It's not sucking. Everybody thinks it's vacuum because sucking. Well, what you're doing is you're blocking off atmospheric pressure. So, and it bleeds through the blades to get your idle. But since the term used to describe it is vacuum, people just go by that. There's a nice Shelby. About a 68 side markers. That was without the clutch. Here we go. No turn on red. Everybody looks cool. I wish I had time to look at the gauges. Okay, we're showing 3,000. that looked good. Wow. Love to have done a plug reading right now, man. Where are we? We're getting close to being empty on fuel. Got some popping. Just curious. A burnout in front of a cop. Gave him a nod as if I did it for him. Let's see if he comes after me. I don't know. Right there. Left foot brake in here. Keep the motor alive and clean. Clutch in, put it in gear while it's moving, and then the light turns green.